So, hello everybody, welcome to this exciting video. As promised and planned, we have got a delivery from simstropicalfish. I haven't used these before, this is totally new, I don't know what the quality of the fish are like. The water's going to be hot, cold, I haven't got a clue. So far I'm thoroughly impressed with simstropical. They have got everything you want as far as I can tell, and things that you didn't even know existed. So they've got Atlantic fish, I hope you'll excuse me if I haven't pronounced that right. They've got platinum fish, they've got albino fish, they've got such things as Atlantic golden African lungfish, which I would never dream of telling anybody what to get, but one thing that I pride myself on is researching fish and how big they grow, and can you provide a home for them for the rest of their years. There are certain things, and I'll be doing a video on this, certain things that should not be kept in an aquarium. Not necessarily because they're extremely hard to keep, but because of their size. Lungfish are one of them things that are beautiful, they're unusual, they're an oddball fish. And yes, I'd like one, but their size, it gets huge. Also on this website, they do cracking deals, sir. For instance, the barbs, all the tiger barbs, and the black rummy nose barb, 6 for 20 quid. They have auctions on as well, which I know there's like Aquabid, but I've not heard of like shops having their own auctions. I had a look on there the other day. Snowball Plex £30 starting bid. I then went into their catfish section, their L number Plex section, and they were selling them at 60 quid. That was their normal price for simstropical to sell them at, but they had one, and there was nothing wrong with this fish. It was just they decided to put one in auction and tried to let it run and see how much they could get, essentially, I think. So I'm just trying to make sure I had everything in here. The fish I've got today, one of them, I've got the albino version. You can also get the normal version here, and I'm sure they have got the platinum. But with different varieties come different price tags. So the normal and the albino are a tenner for the size I got them at. Can't remember what size. I think 10 centimeters sounds a bit familiar. But then the platinum is 140 quid more. So platinum and Atlantic, you are hefty price tag. Not everything, but majority of stuff that are like that. Like I've got on my screen here now, Atlantic golden sucking lurch, 15 centimeters, £30. I've never owned a golden sucking lurch, but I know for a fact they're under a tenner. You can buy them about 6-7 quid. So you're adding at least 20 quid on that because something unusual. Anyway, further ado, let's get unboxing. Oh, and just as a side note, I will be putting the link for Sims Tropical down in the comments, in the description, sorry. Honestly, I just go have a look. I won't spoil too much, but you can tell that this is a type of company that puts their animals first. They've got a rehoming centre, for when your fish gets too big and you need to take it back. Although in my eyes, and I've said this before, I'm not perfect, but in my eyes everybody should do the research carefully, and you should have nobody should have any need to return a tropical fish because of its size. You should have researched if you can take care of it. So I'm not going to lift the box up and show you the top polystyrene lid, because obviously I don't want to distress the fish. Too much, but it's taped down and it's got my name on. This is where I look highly unprofessional. We are getting in here, people, one way or another. Yes, so while I'm trying to get into this, size regarding fish, common sense, people. It's like I'd love a red-tailed catfish. They grow to about 6 to 8 foot long. Just think realistically, are you going to have room to house that fish long term? Because as much as I love that, and my favourite colour is orange, so I'd love that. I'm a big catfish fan. Bred several species, kept even more. Done train journeys down the length of the country to go locate rare tropical fish, catfish in particular. Wouldn't have one. In my eyes, they should have an indoor pond if you're going to keep red-tailed catfish, or just don't have them. It's like I watched this other video, it's on KG Tropicals. I'll put a link to them as well. They are in America. Any of my American subscribers, viewers, you've probably heard of them. John's one of John's friends owns a fish shop, and he got an alpine marine. Taking in mind these grow to about 14-15 foot long. They are, I believe, I might be saying, the largest freshwater fish. He had one of them handed in. He has stated he would not get them into his fish shop to sell because it's irresponsible. So he's accepted this one to then donate to a public aquarium. Right, so back to the unboxing, as we all love an unboxing video. Love to see what each of us got. Heat pack's still fairly warm. Good sign. The top paper is a little bit moist, but that's probably from water dripping off a net. This is new for me. I often get fish offline because I'm all about the rare and unusual species, but never ever seen foil used. So more paper and bubble wrap. And because we're all kids at heart, we'll pop a bit of that. So, the first one I'm going to get out is obviously the colours. They're not very good. Need acclimating. But these are black Ruminers barbs. So, yet again, a first for me. Not seen metal, trying to think of the word, metal tags, if you like, twisted round to hold it in place. I've seen obviously elastic bands are a big one to use, and have you seen other methods? So I'll just bob this in fish tank. Obviously I'm not shoving them straight in the fish tank, I am acclimating them. I flip the bag open and I'm just letting the bag float. In fact, they've sent me the wrong snails. These, let me just, while I'm on the website for you guys. Double check. So yeah, I had ordered sea mine snails. They've looks like they've sent me red onion snails, which isn't a biggie. In fact, I was thinking about buying other snails. I will leave my review and mention it, but I'm not going to make a big thing out of it. There's 3 lovely healthy snails there. And last but not least are this special guy. I'm not big on naming fish. I normally use the normal names, but I am not big on scientific names either. But is Pelytrus burshai. It's a Pelytrus segal. It's albino, and like I was explaining earlier, on this website, normal is a tenner for 5 centimeters. The albino which I've got is 5 centimeters and is a tenner. And just to demonstrate the price difference of these, the platinum of this is £100 for 10 centimeters. So for 10 centimeters on either the albino or the normal variety, you're talking £20. But as I was saying earlier, you go into Isantic or Platinum, you put in zeros onto the price tag. So from £20 to £100. So this guy, I'll just hold him up to the camera. Doesn't look like he has given any thought about being transported. He's taken it in his stride. He's not bothered. In fact, guys, double bagged. And they've just used elastic bands for this guy. So one point I want to make about the albino compared to the platinum. The platinum has normal eyes and is white. It's platinum in colour, aka platinum. The albino is white with a slight pinkish tint, but has pink eyes. Right, so I'm just going to pause the video here. You guys, if it all goes smoothly, shouldn't notice a thing. But while I'm gone, what I'm going to do is, because I've got 3 angelfish in there, and they're all males basically, and every one of them wants to be the boss, but none of them want to back down. So I'm going to adapt techniques that John from KG Tropicals used when he added one African lake cichlid into his African lake cichlid tank. I'm going to add all my new fish in at once, as I would do anyway, but I'm going to sort of adapt his technique and catch the angelfish and put them in a bucket. So they're the last ones, although they're the older fish, they'll be the last ones in. It'll just confuse them, they'll think they're in a new aquarium. So hopefully, that's it. I'm going to do a bit of a mini water change as well while we're at it. But yes, see you guys shortly. So while that's doing what it needs to do, acclimatising, aka acclimating, just wanted to go in a bit more about the angelfish. The angelfish, bit of a lengthy story behind. I'll try and shorten it down. I had got from Pier Aquatics, and before everybody rushes in and goes, I've got fish from Pier Aquatics, they're amazing. They're probably the best pet shop, best aquatic shop in the United Kingdom. And I would agree with you. My point being is, I bought 5 angelfish after I said nagging the wonderful staff at Pier Aquatics about what angelfish they had. I had ordered 5. I think they came under blue angelfish. But anyway, thought the 5 looked like normal, I think, zebra angelfish, but had blue tints in the fins, especially when the light hit them in a certain way. The other was black and white. I mean, the black was pure black, the white was pure white. Anyway, she was a female. All 5 were, like I said, bought together, about the size of 50p coin, as most angelfish are when you buy them. I grew up, now they're the size of like my hand. Started getting aggressive with each other because they were breeding. The female got egg bound, couldn't lay eggs. I never ran into that scenario before. I don't really breed fish unless it's catfish. And even then it's harder to breed stuff that I'm good at. So yeah, she died, so I went from 5 angels to 4 angels. Then a submissive, I don't know if it was a male or female, that died, that got bullied by the other 3. And now I've got 3 males who all want to be dominant males, who are still in that breeding frame of mind. I'm sure my viewers know how aggressive cichlids are when they're breeding. So I've not been able to add any more fish because of the angelfish. I've tried adding green phantom plaques, decent size. They're £100 each. But the angels went for them. So this is why I'm trying the technique of take the angels out, add in the new fish, and then putting the angels back in. Hopefully, I mean, there isn't anything to suggest they'll attack any of these. I mean, snails, angelfish have no issue with snails. The mummy, the black ruby barbs that I've got, I think I called them mummy nose barbs earlier in the video. I'm sorry, they are, I don't know where I got that from, black ruby barbs. You shouldn't have any issue, although barbs are quite feisty, so I'm hoping if it'll all work out. Should do. There has been research and intelligence and logic put behind everything I do with my aquarium. But the funny thing is, these angels have tackled redline torpedo barbs and, like I say, green phantoms. If anybody's familiar with catfish and green phantoms, nice fish, chunky fish. But they haven't gone after my rummy-nosed tetras. There's 8 of them, and the rummy-nose, it's hilarious. The angelfish are quick as anything, especially feeding time. It's like watching piranhas go in a feeding frenzy. But these rummy-nosed tetras, they'll zip straight in front of the angelfish, right in front of the mouths, nick food, and then before you know it, they're halfway across the side of the tank. Angelfish, don't bother them, so I'm hoping that it's going to be all good. But yeah, back to Sims Tropical. I'm not going to spoil the surprise of finding out for yourself how good these are. I have a lot of stuff. I'm into my rare and unusual stuff. That's sort of my weakness, my Achilles heel when I'm buying fish. If I see something rare and unusual, I'll be like, am I capable of looking after that? Is my aquarium big enough? Are my current inhabitants of the aquarium compatible? Bit of a story that ties in with this is, if you look at my other videos, there's a pair of Oscars. They're in a 350 litre aquarium. I got them because my brother, we walked into Fairbridge Aquatics in Nottingley, went in and there was these, and I jokingly said, oh, shall I get them? And my brother was like, yeah. First I said no, like, gonna get them, that's the only thing that's gonna be in that tank, won't be able to get anything else. And I thought about it. I asked the guy's really knowledgeable. Knowing he don't live too far from me. So yeah. But yeah, just all I ask, and this is like a personal plea from one fish keeper to another, on Sims Tropical, as naming off every other aquatic store, there are stuff on there like red-tailed catfish and shovel-nosed catfish, ripsaw catfish, jaguar, giraffe catfish, all them. They grow huge. Don't get me wrong, I'd love a red-tailed catfish in my 240 litre tank. I can afford one. Could probably afford an albino one if I so wished. I don't do it because it's the right thing to do not getting one. I can't look after it long term, the tank isn't big enough, there's no where in the future, both short and long term, where I can say, right, I can afford a bigger tank. I can't accommodate that because I can't. There are videos on YouTube. I won't put the link in, but if you want to find it, it's easy to find. This guy has got tanks big enough for shovel-nosed catfish and red-tailed catfish. He buys one of each and an alligator guy, and he does certain intervals, and you will be shocked how big these fish get in such a short amount of time. So it's not a case of buying a red-tailed catfish and going, right, 3 years I'll be able to afford a big enough tank. In 3 years' time, it's going to be too late. You need one like 6 months down the line. Bigger tank. Right guys, just because this video is already half an hour long, and I don't know if you prefer shorter videos or longer videos, or if you're finding this video interesting. At the moment, as you can see, they're acclimating. They've been acclimating for about a quarter of an hour. They'll have another 15-20 minutes. I'll put them in, and then I'll put the water level back up to how it's meant to be, because it's under the level, under the minimum water level. But I will try my best to add pictures and short videos of what they look like now, as you can't really see. All you can see now is the yellow discus, which you can't make out very well because it's blending in with the light and that. The clown lurch, obviously, Ina's sewing up. And the runny nose textures as per usual. I'm just cruising, doing my own thing. So yeah, I'll try my best to add pictures of what they look like now. Also, there's a short video of what they look like now that I'll try and bang in somewhere where I'm whittling on. As well as the angelfish in the bucket. They've still got the full colour, even being caught. They were well behaved getting caught, but they don't give a toss really. When they're in the bucket, it's sort of, it has stopped them fighting. But can people click the bell to get notifications when new content is posted? Can you subscribe please? And any feedback on what video you want to see next, on especially the length of the video. Is this too long? Have I waited on long enough? Or would you like it longer? Have I missed anything out? There will be a follow-on video in a couple of days about how these fish are doing. Are they eating? Have they perked up? Hopefully them black ruby barb, they've got a good mixture of male and female. So the males get right pitch black with a red intense chest, if you like, to show for them pretty ladies. But thank you for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I await your comments now. Let's see you next time.